My name is Nishant, and today I'm going to provide you a video demo about Smart Tool initial prototype. But before we dive into the demo itself, let me tell you what Smart is. So, what SMART goal is? The primary goal of SMART is to provide a democratic and collaborative decision-making framework for empowering users or encouraging users to participate in an incentivized decision-making activity. For example, deciding on whether a content is malicious or not across the social media network. However, the major challenge is the multifaceted social media itself. Uh, what multifaceted means basically is multiple contexts, and which is pretty dynamic. So, how do we contextualize that? How do we provide an abstraction of social media actors' activities? So, let me tell you first how smart architectural workflow looks like. Application provider, that is any social media app across the Articon blockchain based network, provides the transactional schema, that is the data model schema. And based on that schema, Smart fetches all the transactional activities from the blockchain network. Further, it contextualizes it, and then it temporarily decomposes all the activities across the lifetime of the social media. Further, it uses to detect communities, or not only detect communities at the static for the static data set, but also proactively detecting communities to understand which user would fit based on its activities in which community, which interest group, which relevant interest activities it's most concerned about. And since Smart understands the user activities, it can further give some actions based rules or logics to the application provider for redefining their business model, right? So what in this demo we basically talk about, or I'll show you about, semantic contextualization and abstraction of social media actors or activities for car sharing case study. So let's see what are the different contexts which could be. One context could be the starting point of the travel, one context could be the distance of the travel, another could be time of the travel, destination, etc. Now, in each context, the same user can coexist or might not exist. So to understand this multiple context, we arrange or we arrange our all activities, transactional activities, which we fetch from the blockchain-based network across the multi-layered network graph and semantically link them. That is, one user in a particular context is linked to its own activity or behavioral pattern in the another context of the layer or different context layered. Uh, Now, the second, how do we define the abstraction of social media actors activities? For this, we employ a role stage agent model. So each node or each user is an agent, and the roles are different behavioral patterns. And then we finally employ time series analysis of these roles across the lifetime of the social media network. This helps us to understand how their behavioral patterns have been changing over the period of time. And moreover, it helps us to employ collaborative rules and actions for democratic decision making based on the user's context. So this is the main goal of the SMART, that is semantic contextualization and the abstraction. Let me show you a demo for it. Um, we have hosted the current SMART tool on Google Colab just for the sake of visualization purpose. And let me show you how does the semantic contextualization look like. So this is a multi-layered network. We semantically link all the users between multiple layers. Then we also cluster each layer. So this is the clustering for the travel time, basically the starting point, not the travel time, but the starting point or the starting location of the travel. And then we further also count. We also across the day, the count or the number of users are changing within a particular cluster. Um, We also have the timestamp based. So for every Unix based timestamp, how the number of nodes in a cluster, particular cluster is changing. That's all for the video of Smart today. We'll see you next time.